Welcome yet again to another Best Replays of the Month video. I'm Bran Hanso, your host, and we've got yet another smorgasbord of destruction courtesy of some powerhouse heavy tanks with a dollop of ideal TD platoon play on top. Pour some 105 octane gas and get ready. The top gun of the month belongs to Insane Lex. Hopping into their Chrysler K Black Metal Mobile, we roll onto the railroad. Why's that? This tank on a railroad? It'd be better to push through Line 7, wouldn't it? Or make a beeline for control of the castle on the hill. I'll admit it, I'm lost on this one. With the Chrysler K, there are way better positions to stake out, usually. Insane Lex causes massive damage while remaining mostly unscathed. For this battle, though, this heavy tank is taking a slightly different role. Presenting our leading actor in its starring role, a duel at point-blank range, heavy armor versus armor, a real crowd pleaser. They exchange some friendly greetings while closing the gap, and voila! The T-28 lowers its gun and exposes its lowered glacis. The TD is sticking it out the best it can, before going kablooey. The score may be even, but the situation is still tough. Luckily, the IS-6 fires some AP shells. Against a Chrysler K, though, they aren't exactly a diamond pickaxe. The IS-6 isn't the only one, though. Insane Lex stays on the move, avoiding the enemy's reticle. The Chrysler hides its lower glacis and fires back. The IS-6 tenderly caressed its armor again. Let's return the favor. Our Dark Knight has only one chance. Heroes don't let villains escape twice, hoping they'll reform. Our hero hates repeating their warnings. All opposing enemy tanks are reduced to scrap. It's Insane Lex versus an Su-130PM and artillery. Ah, tasty! Time for desserts. The dessert is a dud, but the victory is still sweet. Insane Lex took a rather unique position in this battle and hardly helped their team, but this strategy proved a winning one, and I forgive their unorthodox playstyle and award them Top Gun of the Month. Our second super player is Mike Kassler. We mosey into their German TD with 4 markings on the barrel. Wait, no, that's for decoration. Here's their Object 780. Let's hop to it. First, let's check the line of fire across the field. All clear. Moving on. Rolling out carefully. Well, at least they avoided taking any damage, thanks to some fine maneuvering and rolling back quickly. A brief opening to fire at the T-100E4. But the enemy heavies lob a counterattack. Sooner or later, they'll realize we're all alone here. They'll just come out and punish this cheeky little devil. Meanwhile, things are getting worse over on the right flank. The superior enemy forces crush their vanguard. And they're advancing menacingly, but they're out of cover, so Mike Kassler can go to town on that left mouse button. Better to destroy their tracks and join our allies to focus our fire. That way, the enemy attack has roughly the same chance of success as Operation Barbarossa. Time for a counterattack while the enemy is distracted by our allied mediums flanking them. They destroy the mediums, but we did manage to push towards the church, with plenty of cover and excellent lines of fire facing the streets. What else can you ask for? The red team is trying to smoke us out, but with clever hull positioning, we can play aggressively without overextending. Perhaps facing off against an FV-4005 is a risky bet, but the FV itself risks it all by just chilling in the middle of the street like that. The Bat Chatillon is just chillin' too. Still, gotta be aware of the surroundings, a good habit to have. The tide almost turned towards a victory, but the battle ain't over yet. The remaining enemies are getting desperate. And narrowly avoiding getting their lower glacis penetrated. That's what happens when you don't angle shots correctly against sloped armor. What the hell, cat? Alright, let's use the destroyed track. Lock on target, flank it, and fire. The 4005 appears. We know its cabin doesn't fully rotate, though. Head for the rear and let her rip. The only remaining vehicles are a 268 version 4, a friendly Rhinoceronte, and ourselves. A 2v1 for the ages. Final round. Fight! Fight? All told, though, an excellent battle all around. Mike Kasla balanced aggressive and cautious play superbly. Deflected shells and barely missed a shot. Well done, sir. Enjoy the Steel Wall Award. Lastly, it's time for the Brothers in Arms nomination, with Power Chicken 645 and Prophet 95 giving a masterclass in Tank Destroyer platoon play. Power Chicken is piloting the WZ-121 GFT, with Prophet taking the reins of the STR-VS-1. That's two Tier 8s, a versatile Chinese TD teaming up with a Swedish Bush-type TD, facing off against an army of Tier 10s. That means don't rush out aggressively at the start of the battle. It causes death. Far better to support your allies from a safe distance. Not to say that's all you should be doing the entire battle. It's important to play reactively, too. Especially now, it'll be hard to sit back while a Borask spots us in the bushes. That's a big problem. But we do have the STRV with its magical suspension. Why depress the gun when you could lower the entire tank? That's one down, but two more spawned from its ashes. The red team is pressuring us from every flank, and eking out a win seems impossible. The score is 9-3. This ain't looking good, folks. All the more reason to play to our outs and score a win. A lone IS-22 leaves itself open for counterattack. The WZ can easily dispatch it, what with its superior armor, mobility, and firepower. Our platoon mate held back, covering the WZ from enemy reinforcements. We proved to the double-barreled tank that gun quality beats gun quantity. However, it looks like the enemies from the other flank have put a down payment on our base. This is the STRV's time to shine. It can't do a cavalry swoop like the WZ, but it's unparalleled while firing from a safe distance. Meanwhile, the WZ is facing up against the boss at this level, Jägerpanzer E100. Fortunately, our EBR friend here distracts it. We'll sneak up behind and not penetrate its armor. So it goes. The Panzer slowly aims its 183mm club towards us, but we manage to flank it from another side. A straight shot to the front wheel, and boom! Sayonara, Jägerpanzer. While the WZ was on Panzer pest control duty, the STRV was handling another invader. The battle isn't over yet. The platoon pals split up to seal the deal. The Chinese TD goes for the enemies, while the Swede goes for the capture. Not that the capture was needed. Aggression wins again! This battle was won by two TDs who never gave up during hopeless odds, down 3-9, and whipped up a comeback for the ages. They'll return to their garages with their heads held high, ace badges on their chests, and a nice bit of gold from yours truly. That's all this time. We hope you enjoyed this glimpse of fantastic fracases. And if you did, make sure you smack that like button and subscribe for more great WOT content. Send us your replays if you want to be in the next episode. Until then, see ya, Commanders!